Call not no 4 hours.
So through the spirit. All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off again. Our praise and glory to Yahweh,
Our
Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yesharallah that rule well. And salutations to you, Akim, out in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. This is the brother Shakal,
brother Asha.
It's the brother Yaya.
out here from the GMS Chicago camp, coming at you with another lesson. And basically, just, gonna hop right into it, do a quick lesson through the spirit. And what we're gonna touch on is gonna be about a statement that Iran military recently made after they bombed the recent U.S. military sites. I believe it was like a day ago. I think it was Wednesday. And one of those things, I mean, that whole statement, like, it had a lot of shit. I'm pretty sure different paragraphs, different points they made could be lessons themselves. But what really stood out to me was how they called America the leader of global arrogance. Which is beautiful because the scriptures call America that. Babylon the Great. That horn that's more stout than his fellow. It always called this nation and this kingdom a proud nation, a lady that will sit on the throne forever. So the fact that they're calling him that, hey, people are realizing who they are and what their true nature is, man. Just a bunch of arrogant, proud individuals, which is Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. So everybody's seeing that, man. And it's just beautiful that they said it, because it just proves that this is a nation that we've been saying. This kingdom, America, is what the scriptures call Babylon the Great. Esau Edom, the beauty of the Chaldees. That's these guys, man. And just look at the way they move. They move like if they're the police of the world. They go around, take what they want without any consequences. They go around and basically act like they're the most high, set up the rules, and push their AI bullshit and their so-called miracles or cures or whatever. They whether they say it literally or not, how they move, how they basically make you trust in them but never tell you to trust in the Lord, how they make themselves seem like they have the answers, but nobody else does, not even the Lord. That's this nation, man. So if you could go ahead and read that little part.
It says the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, by announcing this initial response for retaliations, issues a firm and decisive warning to the government of the United States, the leader of global arrogance, and all those who allow the use of their soil or airspace to violate Iran.
Right, there you go. The leader of global arrogance, man. They hit it right on the nose, man. And that's this nation. Who else is moving like the way they are? Nobody. And that's a sign of how we could tell who these people are, based on what the scriptures describe. It only ties to them, man. If you could get what is it?
The stout.
Yeah. We can start with that.
This is Daniel 7, and I'll where you want me to start?
You just get to the point.
Daniel 7:20, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things.
Right, and that the 3 that fell, if I'm not mistaken, that was the French, the the Spaniards, and the British. Those are the three, because there was a time where they had some type of rulership or territory on this side. But then what happened? America came in the scene and basically took it all over. Go ahead.
Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows.
Right. And what nation speaks great things than America? Who else is moving the way they are? Who else is basically talking about, oh, you don't have a leg? Well, here's a robot arm, controlled by AI. Now you could feel and touch again. Now you could do this. Trust in us. We are your help. Do what we say or else. Who, trust in me and not the Most High. Whether by literal words or actions. This is the only nation that does that. And like I said, Iran hit it right on the nose when they called this place the leader of global arrogance, man. Who feels like the world should be just like America? Esau Edom. And of course, all the motherfuckers who believe in America, which include our own people. But like the scripture says, the king of the people, the king is sword of the people.
Yeah.
Everybody here, especially Esau Edom, just for some reason, they think that the whole world just has to follow America. They go to a whole foreign country and they want to tell them how to start doing shit. They want to start, setting up the laws or looking at them weird because they're not moving with a Western mindset. You see, that's these people, man. And hey, they're soon gonna come to an end, man. Because even in that same article, Iran said what? That the era of hit and run is over. So now, according to Iran, if America does some other shit, like they bomb them or whatever, they retaliate or they do something in one way, shape, or form, that Iran is gonna have an immediate counterattack. And that's really all through the spirit, man, because the Lord is ultimately gonna do that to this nation, man. It's gonna cut off literally the era of hit and run. Now they're gonna start being judged for what they've been doing and all the actions that that they wrongfully have done and still do. Right. And they're not gonna be getting away with it any longer, man. They've been getting away with from judgment for so long, but not no more. This time is payback time, man.
That's right.
You can look up that word stout.
In the blue letter.
Yeah.
It's that word for stout in Daniel 7 and 20. It says Rob, and it says great Captain Chief, great Lord Master Stout.
Like it. Read again.
It says this is Strong's H7229 Rob, and it says great fig of power, Captain Chief. And then the Strong's it says Captain Chief, great Lord Master Stout.
Let's get it in the etymon and
yeah. Yeah, boy, hey, fucking that's what you get when somebody, when a proud person comes at you. They think they're greater than you, better than you. They're the boss, they're the main one. They have that arrogant look to them, man.
Right, I got
and that's them.
Yeah. This is an etymon online. It says historical roots. Old French comes from the Old French as stout, meaning fierce, brave, or proud.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what you're just going into.
Proud,
So,
man. Hey, just hey, look how Trump be moving, man. That nigga don't give a fuck about any other nation, man. And he's a great representative of America, man. Hey, when I'm when Japan came, or one of the representatives came over here, they asked Trump, like, "Hey, so why didn't you tell anybody about the attacks on Iran?" He's all like, "Oh, well, he wanted it to be a surprise. Why didn't Japan tell us about Pearl Harbor?" And he said it right in front of that bitch's face, man. He was like, "Hey, what? Hey, they know a lot about the surprises," and he was laughing. Hey, fucking arrogant bitch, like that. That's how they move, man, and that's how they think. And a lot of that has to do because they haven't gotten judged. I mean, that's the spirit in general, but a lot of it is because they haven't gotten judged for the things they've done, man.
right.
And especially what they did to us, man, the Israelites, who consist of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
The slavery, the genocide of the so-called Native Americans, the slavery of the so-called Negroes. They've never paid for that.
Right.
And other madness and bullshit. The big man, little man, Hiroshima, and I think it's Nagasaki.
Yeah, exactly.
All and other madness. They've never paid for it. It's always just, they'll do some shit, and years later, oops, we're sorry, and then just keep doing the same shit. But they never actually paid for all the wrongs doings that they've done.
Yeah.
So this, like the scriptures say, man, the beginning, what is it? Pride cometh before destruction, man.
Right.
So right now, they are at the peak of their pride, man. Just look at they just took over Venezuela like nothing, man. They went and bombed Iran like nothing, and now they're talking about taking Cuba.
Yeah.
So this is them, but this is all soon going to be over, man. And we see it. The fact that we're already in a war with Iran, we're already there, man. One of these days, it could be tomorrow. Something could happen to where they'll just flat out say, you know what, hey, there's no denying we're already in World War III. So on and so forth.
Yeah.
That's how close we are, man.
Yeah.
So this place only has a little bit left. This pride is soon going to be cut off.
Yeah. All right, we had a couple of scriptures. Obadiah 1. His pride has deceived him. He's been a golden cup of the Lord's hand, but it's all to be over with. This is go ahead, read it 1 to 3.
This is Obadiah. You said 1.
Yeah, start at 1.
This is Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith Yahweh power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. The battles is brewing, like the elder brother Shakal is going into. So everything is picking up the pace, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
So out of the whole world, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man here in America, and those who have that red pigmentation, translucent pigmentation, are small amongst the rest of the world. All the rest of the world has melanin in them. They have color. Not Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man here in America, who are those who are part of that, the Amalekites. They fit that curse that goes back to Cain. That mark, not the mark of exemption, but the curse of who he is, a vagabond and a fugitive around the world. And they are all around the world. Most of the people are melanated, except for them.
Yep.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
And that's exactly what it is. That great pride, that great arrogancy, that great confidence from the Lord allowing you to be a golden cup. The Lord used you like he did the Assyrians, like he did the Babylonian Nebuchadnezzar, allow you to rise to power only to bring you down. The destruction is imminent, but you think you did it on your own. The Lord gave you this power, said the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and he's taking the power back. And we're witnessing it right now. But you in your same proud state as Nebuchadnezzar, as the Assyrian king, thinking you did it. You think you got it on lock,
Yeah, they think they keep doing what they've been doing. You know, they have that spirit of who's gonna stop me.
right? Who's gonna
You
stop
know.
you? God,
Hey, and the answer to that is the Lord, man. The Lord is gonna come and He's gonna put a stop to this wicked place, man. And it's gonna be easy work for the Lord, man. You know, the scriptures say that hey, nothing is gonna touch the chariots, the Lord, the angels. This is when the Lord is done. There's nothing gonna be left but smoke.
dust,
You know.
nothing, powder, smoke, as Elder Corral would say, smoked.
Yeah.
Get that for
Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
yeah. You know who else has a symbol of eagle? You know Roman 2.0. Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man in America. That's his. You know he has the great American eagle in his pride, soaring above everybody else. But the Lord said they're gonna bring this devil down, and we watch it unfold. It's so beautiful to watch it transpire. You know what I mean? And there's nothing they can do about it. You know, there's no more wisdom in teaming. They have attacked Iran foolishly on, you know, because the Lord is like you said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He turned it so whichever way he will. So they have no choice but to do what the Lord said. World War III. Say who can resist his will?
That's it. What was it on that?
Yeah, that, you know.
Can you get Salaki, can you get Isaiah 47?
God, I was just going there. Where you want me to start?
One. Where you want to start, Charles?
Yeah.
Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
There you go. Why? Because there hasn't been war on this side. There hasn't been foreign troops on this side ever, man. But soon they are gonna. Hey, there's gonna be foreign boots on the ground, and this place is going to get touched. You know, and hey, there's not gonna be no more. You know, tender and delicate sitting on the throne up high. No, this time they are going to fall, and they're not gonna come back. Keep going.
Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Yeah,
Thy
again,
neck,
and that's exactly what's happening. At the same time that all this is happening, Esau Edom is being exposed. One of those things is this example, or this thing that Iran said. They called him the leader of global arrogance. You know, so that everybody is starting to see their character, who they really are, man.
verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah, and that's when the Lord comes, man, because he's gonna meet you as a godly entity. You know, and like the scriptures say, are you gonna tell him that slayeth thee that you are a power, that you are a God? No, man. The Lord is gonna come and show the whole world that you're nothing but just a man, and not just that, the base of men.
Verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it.
And there you go, man. It's almost mimicking what you just read in Obadiah. Being proud, sitting in the clefts of the rocks, you know, whose nest is on high. I shall be a lady forever. That's them.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why Iran said what they said. People are starting to realize that, man. And like it says right there, the Lord did give us into their hands, you know, but they forgot the latter end. They forgot that this was just for a moment. It wasn't going to be a forever thing. So now that we're repenting, the Lord is gonna deliver us, and now He's gonna judge them. You
That's right.
know, and like the scriptures say, man, if those that weren't worthy to or meant to drink of that cup have surely drunken, and are you gonna go unpunished?
Yeah, I got
Absolutely not, man. The Lord judged His own people. You think He's not gonna judge you, the people of His curse? Like it
yeah.
says in Isaiah 34,
Uh,
the people who He had indignation forever, like it says in Malachi.
that's right.
The Lord is coming, man, and if you're paying attention, the Lord is already making moves, man.
Facts.
But
Verse
that was it on that. That was basically the point.
Yeah. Jeremiah, just laying back on what you said. Because we got that. They're gonna have to drink of that cup, like you just quoted. This is Jeremiah 49. We start at 10.
This is Jeremiah 49 and 10.
Well, actually, start at 7 and jump to 10.
Jeremiah 49 and verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus said Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in teeming? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?
Yeah, so the Lord is exposing, right? When they made this move against Iran, they didn't have the wisdom to think it through thoroughly. They just made a knee-jerk reaction. Like you said, they probably thought the war was going to be over in one day. They attacked them, and everything was going to be sweet. But no, nigga. We was waiting on y'all dumbass to make this move. Because what they don't know is these other countries have been plotting against their ass forever. These other countries have been tired of America leading the global world and economy, military might, and everything else. Everybody been waiting on this devil. Go ahead, jump down there.
Jumping now to verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brother, and his neighbors, and he is not.
So his neighbor is Israel. You know what I mean? Also his brother, the Amalekites. So the Lord is exposing the whole world on how tight they are. They just had an article in there where now they're about to give Israel in joint forces with the American military. They're about to become one military. You know what I mean? So they are truly showing you that it's over with, like the brother is going into. All this is being brought out live in living color. Now Israel is going to know all America's military secrets and everything. Who's really running America? The Israelis.
Hey, the new iPhone 17, the chips that are gonna be in there is gonna be made by Israel. iPhone partnered with Israel, so the new chips in the iPhone 17, they can make them, man. So hey, and just something, if you brothers remember, in Lebanon, not too long ago, Lebanon got phones, if I'm not mistaken, from Israel, and those phones blew up everywhere in Lebanon. Motherfuckers were just chilling, and those phones out of nowhere just blew up. Just something on the side, but that's exactly what they're planning to do on this side, man. But hey, like it says right there, man. Soon, like it says, and he is not. Soon, that's what's going to be the case, man. They're not going to be found, man. They're not going to be anywhere. They're going to be brought down, man. So you could plot all this madness, all this bullshit, special chips on your phone, and all that. All that shit is not going to stop them from falling, man. It's already predestined. The scriptures say that the word of the Lord should not come back void, but it should accomplish everything that He said.
Verse 11. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus said Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
There you go.
So they not going to escape this punishment, man. In no way or shape or form. Even they're going to try and hide in the bunkers. They're going to try to go to space, do everything that they can, but it's no way out, man.
That's it.
I agree. Verse 13 too. Verse 13. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Basra should become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste, man. Like they were saying earlier, this place is gonna be left with dust and smoke, man. It's not gonna be anything left here but desert creatures, man.
Yeah, that's it.
After the Lord is through punishing it for all it deserves, man.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what it is, man. You know, these fools have been getting away with murder. Says sentence against evil workers, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. You know what I mean? They've been getting away with murder literally forever because the Lord is, letting them get their fulfill their measure of wickedness so he can be justified on destroying them. So, that's why they're allowed to do what they do. But the Lord is, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah. So the Lord's got to bring them in. He's got to rein them in. You know what I mean? The Lord gave them the sword. He blessed Esau with the sword to take peace from the earth. And now the Lord has had it, he's used them for his purpose. Now it's over with, man. And he he don't understand. His mind is not going up to the 10th floor anymore.
Yeah.
He's still he on a little yellow school bus. But that's the pride of Esau, man.
Yeah.
And it's his time to fall. Get that Jeremiah 51, the golden cup. You got something, Carl?
Shit, you could get what is it? Habakkuk. Yeah, where it talks about
confederate with them.
Huh?
All the men that was confederate with them.
No, Habakkuk, where it talks about he heaped all nations.
Yeah.
This is Habakkuk 2 and I'll start at 4. Blessed, behold, his soul is which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith.
Right, and whose soul is lifted up? We just explained who that is. Mainly Esau Edom, man. The self-proclaimed white man. That's how he carries himself. But it says what? It's not upright in him. Because at the end of the day, he's wicked. His ways are contrary to the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And we can see it just based on how America moves, man. All this shit, supposedly this place was established under Christian, rules and laws and all that. But yet, every time something bad happens, you never hear any of these presidents or all that to trust in the Lord, to pray and to repent and to fast or any of that. It's always to trust in them or their military or their little jabs or whatever,
Right.
Verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine,
which is what their philosophies, the shit that they push. Wine is symbolic for a philosophy, for an ideology.
Because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied.
Right. Everywhere there was an article not too long ago that was made by one of these Arab countries when they had a certain meeting, and they basically said it, that wherever America goes, death follows, destruction follows. He is as death. You see? And was that it on that?
Now it was a little bit more. But gathereth up unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
And that's it. And who else does that? America is literally known as as a great melting pot, based on all the nations and everybody that's dwelling here, man.
Yeah.
He's over there taking over Venezuela, Cuba. He's trying to get Iran. He already took over all these other nations. So who else could this be referring to, man? There's these people, man. But like we said, their time is coming, man. Soon, all this is gonna come to an end. This is not gonna be forever. Whether they see it or not, the Lord said it. A proud person is never gonna see their downfall, because they think they're gonna be stand forever until it actually happens.
Yeah, and that's where these fools at, man. Like you said, they wasn't measuring the time. They just figured they gonna keep rolling, doing what they doing, and It's all over with now.
Yep.
The Lord is using for their purpose, and He's done with them. Get
That's
that,
it.
Jeremiah 51.
Where we start?
Maybe 6, I believe.
7.
7, that's fine. Yeah, 7.
Jeremiah 51:7. Behold, Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
So even before the war with Iran, all these nations were in partnership with America. Everybody was buying oil from everybody using American dollars. So you know what I mean. You can't pretend that everybody was not part of this America's global economy. So everybody was in the bed with America, even Iran, all those countries. America had military bases all in Western Asia, all right there around them. Had to go ahead, but now it's over with. And they made them drunk with their philosophy, their wine, their alphabet lifestyle, and more importantly, made them drunk with their economy and their military might with their petrodollar. They forced them to use their money. Everybody had to buy, everybody had to buy oil and cash and use American money.
Yeah.
Verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
Yeah, good.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go, every one into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
And that's the point. Her judgment has reached Yahweh Shai. And now he's like, okay, enough of this madness, because the scriptures say, if the Lord don't come back, no flesh will be saved. So we know America's so proud, they like any other, whiny ass baby. If they can't have the world, they're gonna destroy it and everything around it. That's just how they think.
Yeah. I forgot where this was from, but there was a little scene from, I don't know, a show or movie, and the guy said, victory is overrated.
Damn.
That's Esau. That's somebody that knows that they're not gonna win, but yet still wants to find some type of way to still say they ended their way, or somebody proud, man. They'll just say that shit. But nah, man, victory is not overrated, man, because the same nigga that will say that shit, the same nigga is gonna feel salty as hell once he gets brought down, man.
Exactly. Yep.
Like
in all his movies, he cool killing everybody else, but as soon as it's his turn to get killed, don't kill me. After he done murdered every damn body. But as soon as it's his turn,
that's literally his spirit, man.
Right.
Literally, like, he'll be bold in your face, showing all teeth.
Right.
But as soon as things aren't going his way, as soon as he's losing, it's, oh shit.
Right.
Man, if you want to get I got two more. Isaiah 13, where it talks about the beauty of the Chaldeans. So hey, we're in these times, man. So that's why, hey, look, forget the shadow of Egypt, man. Which Egypt is also symbolic for America. Yep. What is it? Revelations 11 and 8. Mm-hmm. Forget the shadow of Egypt, man. Trust in Yahweh Bashim Haushai. Because if not, Egypt is going to be your shame, man. That's right. Really, anything that you trust in besides the Lord is going to be your shame once this place falls, man.
Yeah.
So, repent, and really, we're only speaking to you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and speckled birds who might look like the other nations. But your spirit resonates back to these scriptures, and your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
This is Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, that's it. So they're going to be completely destroyed, man. There's nothing left of Sodom and Gomorrah but ashes, sulfur. Nice. That's what's going to be left of this place, man. And if we already made the point of how Esau Edom is Babylon the Great, mystery Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. But hey, if you want to make it clear, just read Psalms 137 chapter, the last, I believe, 4 to 5 verses.
Ah,
It literally talks about Edom, and right after it says Babylon.
yeah.
You know, so that this kingdom is gonna end up being destroyed for all the wickedness it's done. You go
Yeah,
ahead, keep going.
that's what it literally said. Can he jump up right quick and then go down?
Yeah.
I want to jump up and get that verse because that's literally what you just quoted.
This is Isaiah 13:11, jumping back up. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Yeah, yeah. The leader of global arrogance.
That's right.
You're gonna make the arrogancy to cease, man.
Facts. God.
You know, no. Hey, whenever you see any pride, whether it's something small and just an individual, to something big as a kingdom, whenever you see them move in pride, just know that destruction is soon to come after, man. Nobody, moves like that and gets away with it.
Jumping back down, Isaiah 13:20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
Go ahead, keep going.
And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
There you go. Nothing but desert animals are gonna stay, and live here, man. It said, I believe it said it in Jeremiah 49 or Jeremiah 50, and that also says it in Revelations 18. And in the one in Jeremiah, it quotes and it says Edom, but this one it says Babylon, and the one in Revelation it says Babylon, and yet it speaks about the same exact judgment, man. That's how we know that who is who. That's how we know when it talks about Babylon, it's talking about Esau Edom. And we know Esau Edom, we know who he is, and we know that he's ruling now in primarily, or ruling the whole world, with America, man, being on top. So we could end it off with that Revelations 18. The fact that the scriptures describes this, and then we see how these people are moving this way. And we could literally, without saying a nation or anything, we could just describe the atrocities, the characteristics, the pride, and people that don't even read the Bible or follow us. Automatically, as soon as you tell them, okay, who moves like this, they're automatically going to think of one nation. Because it's that evident, man. The only way you can't see it is if the Lord got you blinded, man.
Facts.
You can start at 1.
This is Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right, which is the same thing we just read in Isaiah 13.
Yeah, man.
All those desert creatures, man. And look, the fact that it says it's already falling, hey, America's already done. It's fallen. We just haven't seen it manifest in person, but it's already done. It says it right here.
Facts.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right. Hey, and these nations, they're gonna eventually turn on her, but hey, they're gonna get judged too for joining hand in hand.
Yep.
You know, for not coming to our aid and ultimately, you know, partaking in their madness, man.
The
Because
scripture said,
look,
"What nation have not taken part of the spoil of us?"
it,
So they
it,
all got to pay.
yeah, you can't just see something and then just turn away. No, you got to say something. You got to cry out. You got to do something. If not, that means you're right along with it. Go ahead.
Let me read verse 4.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right, which is the chariots. You know, there's gonna come a point, Lord willing, where those men, where the chariots literally are gonna beam us up, so we won't get destroyed with this place, man.
That's right.
Lord willing, where those men. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities.
Yeah, there you go. We the other verse that the brother read says the same thing. So now the Lord is time for judgment.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. Reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Yep. So hey, they're gonna get double for what they did to us. And you know, one of those things is what they try to commit genocide and destroy us as a nation, but they didn't. So now what's gonna happen to them? They're actually gonna get destroyed as a nation. Go ahead.
Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh power who judgeth her.
Yeah, and there you go. You know, so because of this pride, because of all the atrocities they've done, the Lord is going to come and destroy this place, man. So this place is the leader of global arrogancy, man, and the Lord soon, very very soon, in our lifetime, is going to destroy this place, man. They don't have any time left. You know, this is this place, and judgment is left for it, man.
Ah,
But that's all I had.
that's it.
Hey, so with that, hopefully, Brian, we're edified. We're gonna end it by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem,
Ba'Shem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Ba'Hashem,
Ba'Shem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yesharala that rule well. And salutations to you, Akim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom and
Shalom.
abba.
Abba, Abba.